Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another monthly EDC knife update. I do these once a month, and most people seem to really love them. Get lots of comments and stuff on these. They're always very highly watched videos. I've had a couple questions though, just two. A couple people ask why I do them every month. It must not mean anything because I have to carry review knives. So what does this matter? You probably only carried it twice this month or something like that because they're trying to do the math in their heads of how often I carry stuff. No, that's not true. If I'm doing these. This does not count review knives. If I have a review knife, I almost always have two on me. I have mine and then a review knife. So ignore that. And also, it's valuable information just to see what I'm keeping around. That's why you guys seem to like it. And they're little mini long-term updates. If I have an issue with a knife, then I will mention it in this. So I think it's a valuable thing. You guys seem to watch them. So without any further ado, let's get going. It's going to be 5. I'm just going to say my top one. This time I'm going to say my top 2 because it was really, really close. And also I will say almost everything's changed from last month's. I think there was only one that's the same. I went back and looked, and there's only one that still made the list. And I don't think anyone will be surprised what that one is because it's been the number 1 for a couple, 3 months. And just as a segue to get right into it, it's not number 1 this month, but it does still make the list. ZTO 562 tie. I love this thing. It's been in so many of these. We're going to go past it pretty quick. I've waxed on about it a million times. It is my favorite ZT by a mile. Just the action is so good. The blade is so good. It's still holding up really well. I've had 0 issues with it. It's just a joy to carry. Hinder design. Oh, I love the thing. I love it. My favorite ZT and maybe even my favorite Hinder. I'm not prepared to completely say that, but it's pretty great. Next up, Spyderco Sage V. This month I just happened to have been going downtown a lot where I need to have a less than 3-inch blade legally. So when I choose to comply with that, this is usually what I grab. It's become my go-to 3-inch knife. I've sold most of my other ones, honestly, and I mostly just carry this. I think I still have 4 or 5 3-inchers, but I don't have nearly as many as I used to in this size category because I just kept grabbing the Sage V and the other ones just sat there. So I've still got a Ferrum Forge Gent and a pair of 3, but and a couple others, I think. But this one, this is what I go to. The ergonomics are great. Everything is awesome about it. And again, I always say you guys convinced me to get one. It wasn't really on my radar. And you all convinced me to get one, and I love it. Next up, we have this is a one that just entered the fleet, I guess you'd say, right before the beginning of the month, or maybe even a little after the beginning of the month. But the steel wheel Lanyrd, this has been my kind of go-to beater this month. $60 D2 steel, just a great knife. I'm going to link to the review down below. You'll see I really like it. I already used it in a Battle to the Death also. Just a really good knife. The ergonomics, I think, are what I like the most about it. And the blade's pretty darn good too. But I just really like the ergos on it. This is the smaller size one. This is the F35M-01. I think the 01 indicates the color. I love the Vader look. It's just, it's really cool. This has just been a great knife. Highly recommend it for $60. They're pretty great. And again, I've had no problem. Centering still perfect, all that stuff. And this has been put through a fair amount of work. Next up, this is, I'm going to call this 1A because I think it missed by like 2 days or something like that. Second place would be the Arm SKAHA. I finally got my hands on one. I love it. I carried a whole lot. I don't think I've even had this the whole month and it still made the list because it's just been... it's just so light, so easy to carry, so comfortable, and it's just beautiful. And just the action is just addictive. Just addictive. I will say that the flipper tab bothers me a fair amount. Not horrible, but it does bother me. It's a Pocket Pecker Supreme, but I just love it. It's so I think it's the comfort and the action, and it's special. You know, they're really hard to get, even though they're not horribly expensive. I think this one was in the carbons $225, something like that. It's still just special. It's hard to get, so I like having it. But my number 1 carried, but just barely beat out the SKAHA, though, has been Benchmade Superfreak. I've been carrying it more than my Ritter, even though my Hogue Ritter, even though the Hogue Ritter won the won the little battle to the death I did between the two of them. I just found myself carrying this more this month. I think part of it's just because it's newer, and still like to play with it. It's been used. Definitely has hacked through some stuff, and that blade still holding up. I mean, I haven't been out like chopping wood or anything with it. Mostly just cutting cardboard, all that kind of usual stuff. But so far the coating's holding up on the M4 steel. And again, I guess I have a black and red theme going on this month because 2 out of 3 are that color scheme. But yeah, it's been awesome. It's a great knife, holding up well, centering still great. The little bit of lock stick it had is almost gone. Taking a little while longer to go away than I have noticed it taking to go away in previous Benchmates that had it. But it's just about gone now. Yeah, so that's the only little problem I've had with it that still sort of remains, but not really. And it's just a fantastic knife. I don't know if you can find them anywhere anymore, but if you can, highly recommend it. Great to carry, comfortable in the hand, M4 steel, sharp as a laser, all that stuff. That's it. Pretty quick video here, but just wanted to put these out because I always try to put them out every month. So hope you guys enjoyed it, found it informative. I've been Brian. Have a good one.